Hey, kia ora. I'm Travis O'Keefe from Nuku, the CEO of Nuku. I'm going to talk today about our research methodology and how we do our research and development of new products. The first thing I want to talk about is how we research. We use Amazon data, and that's really important because Google data, when someone enters something into the search box, those keywords that they enter in a search box, they're doing that to research something. Google is a researching tool to find out and learn about something. Whereas Amazon, when people put the same keywords into Amazon search box, their intention is to purchase that product. They're looking for that product to buy. And that's way more powerful than learning about a product. So we use Amazon data, and what we do is we use some tools that are sophisticated, and they suck out all the Amazon data. We're able to see amazing things, which I'll show you in a minute. We're able to see the customers' price points, the units that they sold it for, the number of reviews they've got, how fast they're growing, the 3-month history that they've got. You know, you get so much data. And what that enables us to do is compare apples with apples, i.e. we can compare a pair of headphones, compare it to a pair of sunglasses. And the reason why we're making our judgments based off commercial data, how much does this headphones generate in revenues versus the sunglasses, and then we're able to go, okay, well, the sunglasses makes more in revenue. So therefore, maybe we're better off to build out a sunglasses. So that's the key point here. Google data versus Amazon data are people wanting to buy something. So what we do is we do a initial stage research, and then we go deeper. We've got 3 stages I'll run you through. The first stage around market research, we answer broadly 3 questions. How much revenue could we make? Are there enough people wanting to buy this product? And how difficult will it be to sell our product in this niche? We're only looking at these 3 specific points. Largely, we have the assumption that no matter what the cost of production is of the widget, we can find and manufacture that at a price point that enables us to keep our margin and compete to win the competitive battle on Amazon. We may not be able to do that in New Zealand. We may have to do it in other nations where there are low cost of labor and more efficiencies in the production side of things. And we're okay with that because we bring our profits back to New Zealand. We're a New Zealand-based company. And that's most important to us. And so one of the things about that, we could be manufacturing in South America, or we could be manufacturing in Vietnam or China. Currently, we manufacture 10 products out of China, in various parts of China, because it's lower cost. So with that assumption in mind, the most risk that we see is in ensuring that we have a product that people want to pay for and buy. And we do that by assessing these 3 questions. So if we look about how much revenue we could make, we look in and we answer these 3 questions with our tools. How much are the competitors earning on the bottom of page 1? How much are the competitors earning on the bottom of page 1? So as an average, it gives us an indication of what we could realistically expect when we enter the market. And then question 2 is, if we progress and we improve and optimize our listings and our rankings and our pay per click, and we get up to the top of page 1, which is the top 5, there's 16 people on page 1. If we get into the top 5 of those, how much revenue could we expect to earn? So we're seeing what our potential is driving off this one product. And then the next thing that we look at is, what is the average product price? What is the average price that we could sell our product at? And this is important when we're building out a financial model around our ability to manufacture and have a decent profit margin. So we're looking at all those things. That's step 1, answering that. How much revenue could we make? The next step is, are there enough people wanting to buy our product? If there are not enough people wanting to buy our product, It doesn't matter about how much it costs to make that product. It doesn't matter about how much, potential revenue we could make if there's not enough people interested in purchasing it. So we do that by looking at the keyword searches per month and ask ourselves, are they high enough? Are the exact keyword searches or the broad keyword searches, are they high enough? So we research that. The next thing we look at in the last sort of question set is, how difficult will it be to sell our product in this niche? So the competitiveness of the niche that we're trying to enter. We ensure that they have to have at least less than 500 reviews. Any more than that, it's very, very hard to compete. And we're not saying that you can't compete and you can't enter it higher than that. It's just expensive because you have to wear losses while you build up your reviews to compete. The other side of things is we also look at the competitors' listings. And I mentioned that in our previous videos. It's things like their photos, their bullet points that describe their product, their heading, their back-end keywords. We look at all that sort of stuff to see whether are we able to improve on the current competitors on page one, improve on their listings. Because if we can, then that gives us a competitive advantage. Then the third thing that we're looking at is when you look on Amazon and you see 16 other products on page one who are similar to your product, how do we make our product different and stand out compared to all those other 16? There are a number of different ways, such as bundling. For example, if you're selling a pet grooming glove, you can bundle that together with a comb. You get a comb plus a pet grooming glove for the same price as a competitor. And that's one way to differentiate, by bundling things together. You can differentiate by price. You can put yours as the highest price or the lowest price. If you're the highest price, then there's a perception that you are higher quality. So there are many ways to differentiate our product. So we look at all those. That's our initial research, looking at those three things. That creates a shortlist. Once we have our shortlist, then we have this other tool, which is this is a screenshot of one of our researches, and we look at many different things. We just go deeper. We look at everything. Once we on our shortlist, we look at the keywords. Are they generating enough potential traffic on Google, on Facebook, on other mediums? We look at sales volume. Has enough sales been done? We look at differentiation. We look at profitability. We look at patents. We look at gating, which is Amazon's terms of service. Whether you can sell a product or not, you have to jump and get a few more certificates before you can sell those products. Has it got that characteristic? We look at how much can we manufacture it for. We look at the profit margins we can expect from it. We look at many different things. So that's the third stage in going deeper from our shortlist. And then once we've finished that, then we go into the next stage, which is all around customer insights. So we use another tool, which is Facebook's tool, and that looks at audience insights. From there, we're able to establish, roughly on a Facebook, which is another platform, it's not Amazon, but from Facebook, can we drive the traffic from Facebook over to Amazon? And when we do the research, we see if we're looking at this information up here, the product that we're looking for is aromatherapy products. We see that there are 15 to 20 million active users per month on Facebook. So we go, geez, that's a huge market. Can we advertise to that and then get them to come into our store in Amazon? We're able to see other things, really deep, rich data about, okay, we can see here that the target market who are interested in aromatherapy, they're most likely to be married. We can see that they're most likely to have degrees. We can most see here that it's almost all women. So no use us advertising, putting our ads for men if it's mostly all women. We can see what jobs they're employed. We can see what other interests they've got. We can see what websites they prefer to look at. We can see what pages they like. We can see what devices they use online. Are they using an Apple, or are they using a laptop, or are they using a PC? So we can see all that through Facebook. We take all those three things and then we combine that together we compare that with other product opportunities that we've got. and then we shortlist and go, okay, well, this is the product that we think is best to attack. And that's a bit of a summary about what we do when it comes to our research methodology to find products. There are more tips that I could give you, but I'll just keep it at a high level. So we do this shortlisting. We're looking at the market, then we're going deeper, really analyzing the commercial viability of it, and then we go deeper looking at the customer and can we drive traffic off Amazon platform to our marketplace.